kind of interest that you're seeing here in Davos?
Majority investor very keenly interested in invest in road sector. I offer them logistic, we are making logistic park, then roadside amenities. At the same time, I convince them that inland waterway is also a good sector, but they are very much keenly interested in investment in infrastructure in India. They have got a very good opinion about Indian economy. At the same time, the approach of the government and the policy, it's a totally investment-free policy, which is very important, and where we are investment-friendly policy, which is going to help to us for getting investment from abroad.
But specifically, Canadian pension funds, you've had meetings with them. Are they likely to come to India soon?
Yes, they are very much interested because they have got a huge fund available with them, and they are very much secure about the Indian infrastructure, and particularly the National Highway Authority, and they are keenly interested to invest in it, and they are already promised me that they will come to India with their team and they will discuss the issues and they will invest in India.
We've got the budget coming around the corner, sir. In terms of expectations specifically for infrastructure, once again the hope is that the government is the one that is going to pump prime the economy by way of infrastructure spending. I know that you had asked for a pretty high sum from the Finance Ministry, which has been turned down. So what should we realistically expect from the budget?
I feel that our government and Prime Minister and Finance Minister are always supporting the infrastructure. In the present economic scenario, it is very important for the government to invest in infrastructure. And Finance Minister is very positive. He will try his level best to get maximum budget for my road sector.
What is your target now as far as the road sector is concerned? You set very ambitious targets, very stiff targets, but you haven't been able to, in terms of the target set for the NHAI, for instance, you haven't been able to achieve that. So what is that you're looking forward to in 2017, and how do you ensure that the target that you set is actually achieved on the ground?
Actually, last year our road construction was 18 kilometers per day, and end of December it was 18 kilometers. But end of March, when the year will end, I am expecting 30 kilometers. My target is 40 kilometers. But next year we will complete the target of 40 kilometers, because for this year, before March, we are already sanctioning the road contract more than 15,000 kilometers. It's a track record, and it's really a good thing for the country.
Also, just to sort of talk about the current state of the economy, we have seen growth projections and forecasts being revised downwards, whether it's the IMF or others. In that context, what measures could the government take, and is the government cognizant of the fact that they need to do something to try and boost growth?
100%. For the infrastructure, today the sector moving very fast. Our all ports and our flagship organization are all in profit. Last year it was 6,000 crore. For this year we are expecting 7,000 crores. The road sector is moving fast. We are planning for 12 more express highways. We will complete the first express highway of the country, that access control express highway, Easterly and Westerly bypass of Delhi. At the same time, I feel that the power sector is in a good position. We are now coal surplus. And the most important thing is that our government has now concentrating on agriculture, which is very important because of irrigation and good approach for the agriculture. So should we
expect, because again, after what the Prime Minister said on the 31st of December and after demonetization, the big hope is that the government will announce some more measures to alleviate the pain, to boost consumption, to reward people for going through the pain of demonetization?
100%. In housing sector, you just see. We are giving 4% interest subsidy for 10 years for the people who are making the houses less than 9 lakh rupees. And for the 12 lakh rupees, 10 years subsidy, 3% interest cost. So it's a big thing. It is going to boost the housing sector. And our mission is before 2022, house for all. And this is the sector, a core sector, which is going to generate more employment potential and which will contribute in our growth rate.
Agriculture, is that also likely to be a big priority area for more sort of schemes, SOPs, etc. being announced? And also, I just want to understand from you, the Election Commission has still not come back on whether there is going to be any Lakshman Rekha that it will draw as far as the budget is concerned. But what is the sense that you get, after having spoken to your cabinet colleagues? Are we likely to see new schemes being announced?
First of all, the budget is a budget for the country. It is an economic vision for the country. It will not be absolute to restrict the budget because of some elections. Because every year, every month, elections are going on. And this type of code of conduct and restriction from the Election Commission, I feel that this will not be appropriate in the interest of the nation. So the budget, it is a vision, economic vision of the finance minister, of the government for the country. So I feel that they will cooperate us. And regarding economic vision, I feel that now we have to encourage the investment. We have to increase the employment potential.
How will you encourage the investment appetite? Private sector investment hasn't picked up. The CEOs that we speak to over here are saying that the need of the hour is a significant cut in corporate taxes, also some radical changes to personal income tax. How realistic is that expectation?
Everywhere, either it is realistic or not.
Yeah.
The people, particularly from the corporates and industry, they are expecting the exemption, tax exemptions, and they are correct on their side. But today, what my feeling is, in a new scenario, when bank has already received 25 to 30% more deposits, the bank has taken a decision to reduce the interest cost. If they are going to reduce the interest cost, who will be the beneficiary? It is the industry, it is the corporate, they are getting the benefit of it. And it is a very investment-friendly decision. So now we feel that now the restrictions, whatever there, we are moving. We have fast-track decision-making process and full transparency and corruption-free system. I feel that it is a good atmosphere, a positive atmosphere for the development and for the investment. And in the agriculture sector, by increasing the irrigation capacity, we are spending 85,000 crores in 5 years, particularly the national projects which are in the states, which is going to increase the 50 lakh hectares of irrigation, which is going to increase the purchasing power of the farmers, and which will be creating more employment potential in the agriculture sector. It is really going to change the scenario, socio-economic transformation, and ultimately it is going to help to the industry for the service sector. And because the purchasing power of the people by and large, when it increases, it is going to support the industry and the corporates and the service sector, which is very important for them.
You know, today the Parliamentary Committee on Finance, the Reserve Bank Governor and Finance Ministry officials deposed on the issue of demonetization. The meeting has been inconclusive. A lot of questions, I understand, were not answered by the officials who deposed. You know, questions are being raised about the independence, the role of the Reserve Bank, about the autonomy of the Reserve Bank. How would you respond to that?
First of all, our government is very much committed for the autonomy of the Reserve Bank. No question arises. But at the same time, federal government is federal government. Reserve Bank is under the government. And in the interest of the nation, when the government is taking any decision, it is the government is authorized to take the decision in the democratic system. What my feeling is, there are some people, some leaders, they want to politicalize this issue. That's why they are finding out some reasons to blame the government, but for their political interests. But by and large, in the national interest, the decision taken by the government, it is appreciated by the people by and large. And I feel that for the long term, it will be a great benefit to the people. So I feel that for political purpose, there are some people who are taking some negative comments against the decision. And they want to create the complication that the government is not taking confidence to Reserve Bank. They are imposing on the Reserve Bank. There is no autonomous status to Reserve Bank. This type of argument is going on. But we respect the Reserve Bank status of autonomous status to Reserve Bank, and at the same time we understand the federal government has right to take the economic decisions, and it is the duty of any welfare government which is in the country to take the decisions, and I feel that nothing wrong in it.
Let me ask you a quick question about the upcoming state elections, and we've now seen the formalization as far as the Congress-SP alliance is concerned. What is your own estimation in terms of the electoral results, specifically UP?
I'm confident that we will get good results in UP, even in Goa also, in Manipur and Punjab. I'm very much confident about it because the way in which the people are giving response to our rallies and what the people have faith on the government and the leadership of Narendra Modi ji, I feel that we have a good chance.
So finally, let me ask you, sir, you always set yourself, as I said, fairly stiff targets. We're at the start of 2017. As you see the year progress, not just for roads, highways, but all of your other ministries as well, what are the milestones that you hope to achieve?
My target is in this 5 year when I will complete, I will contribute 2 to 3% GDP for the country and create at least 5 crore jobs for the youth of this country. So I'm working hard, and the scenario is positive. People are giving good response, and we are finalizing the road contracts, inland waterways, Ganga projects. A lot of projects we are doing. Our ports are in profit. We have Sagarmala, where we are expecting the investment of 15 lakh crores. We have already signed the contract in my department, more than 4,50,000 crores, and before March end, we will try to complete 6 lakh crores. Now the things are moving fast, and I am expecting the good positive results, and we will be contributing to the double-digit growth of the country, where our department role will be very crucial and very important, and I am confident that we will fulfill the targets.
So the one thing that we should watch out for in the budget?
Actually, it is the right and prerogative of the finance minister, but I am expecting that finance minister will give highest priority for development of infrastructure. Every time he is giving priority to the infrastructure, for this time also he will definitely taking maximum care for development of infrastructure in the country.
Thank you, sir, as always, for joining us on CNBC TV 18. We wish you the very best of luck. Thank you for joining us in Davos. With that, it is time for us to wrap up the CNBC TV 18 special from all of us here. Goodbye. Many thanks for watching.